This is probably the darkest series I've ever seen on YouTube. Today we're going to be reacting to an unnamed analog horror story called UrbanSpook. The reason I say it's unnamed but then I call it UrbanSpook is because it's the channel called UrbanSpook. We don't have a name yet. But basically what this analog story is you follow tapes of police files of different killings that happened in their town. But the thing is, the killer leaves behind something that no one else would before. Paintings. The paintings have each different victim's names on it, and I don't want to say the names and spoil it too much for you guys, but there's a lot of different gruesome things. So if you guys are underage, I definitely recommend not watching this if you can't handle gory stuff and stuff like that. But also, this series is fiction, so don't worry, there's no monster or killer that's gonna remove your face. But yeah, enough talking, let's just get into it. Alright y'all, we're in. I have done a little bit of research beforehand, not too much. Yeah, basically we have 6 total, as far as I know. Right now we do Faces, The Lighthouse, In the Walls, The Clue, Witness, and Pigs. And I've heard this series is really dark, and I'm honestly not too happy because it's just unnamed. It's just called analog horror. Warning, the following footage may be disturbing to some audiences. Great. 6 months ago, police found 3 paintings stored away in an abandoned storage area, each titled after recent murders. First victim was Carly Gray, found 36 stab wounds to the face and all her teeth removed. On the back of the painting of the first painting, the title Carla's Teeth was written. This is the painting. Ugh, did she have her teeth removed? Why are they still there? Second victim was Jackie Graham, found drowned with 27 stab wounds in the perineum. She was alive during the stabbing. The painting is titled Floating Jackie. This is the painting. So that's kind of gross if you think about it. She's just sitting there. Last victim was James Miller, found with his face torn off and his wrist slit open. Great! Autopsy showed that James was alive for several days without a face. Third painting was named James' Secret Face. Are we gonna get a little close-up? This is the painting. Oh, that's so gross. 2 months later, several more paintings was discovered. However, the titles of these paintings did not seem to be connected to any known cases at the time. Here are the other paintings and their titles: Wax Doll Tom, Lisa's Secret Face, Hanging Jimmy, Corey, Daniel After the Fire, Jennifer's Last Stare, Scream Maggie Scream. After going public with the case and sharing the paintings in hope of saving anyone that may be depicted, the police received 3 photos in the mail, all of them also titled. The photos appears to be depicted the victims James Miller, Jackie Graham, and Jimmy. James. Okay. Hello, James. Jackie. Is that supposed to be a corpse? That's her corpse, right? And Jimmy. Bro looks flabbergasted. I shouldn't be laughing. If anybody knows anything about these photos or paintings, please contact 985-455-9560. One final painting titled Self-Portrait was found 2 days ago. This is the painting. Is that supposed to be the killer's face? That's so gross. I don't like when the music stops. Please keep playing. I don't like it at all. Okay, was that the last one? Yep. Alright, we're on to The Lighthouse. Alright, viewer discretion is advised. Great. The Lighthouse. 4 weeks ago, a police officer named Bill Collins went missing along with his wife and 2 daughters. Bill Collins, okay. Bill had previously discovered this painting in his home, clueless to how it could have ended up there. Zoom in. While searching Bill's house, the police found one of his daughters hanging by the neck from the ceiling in the attic. What? She was only 2 months old. That's so sad. The Collins family's car was found 12 days later by the ocean side. That's so messed up. That's so sad. In the car, the police found a painting titled Long-Necked Angel. Angel was indeed the name of the youngest daughter found in the attic. That's so bad. Aww. She's just long-necked now. The search would have led to an old lighthouse standing just a few miles away from... Okay. The lighthouse hadn't been in use for several years. On the door to the lighthouse, an abstract face was painted in red. Shouldn't be laughing, but it was kind of funny. This is the painting. That's abstract, really? Looks like someone spilt black goo inside the charred corpse of a missing teenager named Daniel Williams was found. There he was. Police later proceeded into the tunnels under the lighthouse. Here the police would find 2 more corpses belonging to Jennifer White and her daughter Lisa White. They had been missing for 7 months. Lastly, the police found a moist barrel emitting a foul stench. Don't look in the barrel. The barrel was filled with mangled meat and bones. Tests later showed up that it belonged to the rest of the Collins family. No. The test also showed extreme volumes of amphetamine. Photos of the Collins family moments before death was found scattered around the barrel. Here are the photos. I don't want to see the photos. Oh. I hate that. Is that Bill? I think that's Bill. Lastly, there was a 4th photo depicting an unknown face. His wife, maybe? It could be his wife. I don't really know who that is. Momo? Okay, we're on to the 3rd one in the walls. Corey Beck, age 11. Margaret Beck, age 11. 10 days ago, the Beck twins went missing. Who's that behind her? 5 days later, their bodies were discovered inside an abandoned paper mill factory. Great. However, the state of the bodies were found in gruesome condition. This music's loud. Only the upper body of Margaret and the lower body of Corey could be located. That's so messed up. Like this, whoever this killer is, this twins' bodies had been sewn together in a sloppy manner. That's messed up. The rest of their bodies have still not been found. So basically, like, folded them both together at one. That's messed up, bro. I hate that. Margaret's neck and jaw was broken into several places. A clay brick had been violently shoved down her throat. That's so stupid. That's messed up. The word meat had been written on the brick. Gross. Corey's genitalia had been removed by pulling force. Oh, I can't think about that. 1 week before their disappearance, Corey had been dared by 2 of his friends to spend an hour in a remote cabin near Tiger Lake. So that is the cabin. Allegedly, Corey went inside alone with his digital camera while his friends waited outside. After just 4 minutes, Corey ran out screaming that he had seen a face. According to his friends, Corey's left arm was badly bruised. While investigating the cabin, police found a wardrobe connected to a crawl space inside the walls. Corey's camera was found on the floor inside this open wall cavity. This is what was on the camera. I don't want to watch that. Ugh. There better not be a jump scare, I swear. I hate jump scares, I can't do them. There's gonna be something, I know. Please, don't jump scare me. Please. Oh, okay. Alright, it wasn't bad. I did not get jump scared that bad. We're good, we're good. Is that, wait. That's the last girl, right? That was the last girl of the Collins family, like the unknown picture. This face is believed to be connected to the disappearance of Corey and Margaret Beck. Dang. If you recognize this person, please contact 985-455-9560. I would not recognize a person that looks like that. Any of these people in here I would not recognize. Alright, on to the next one, which is the clue. Great. Warning, the following footage may be disturbing to some audience. Private investigator Sean Kane had been helping police to locate victims connected to several paintings. The last body he found before his disappearance was the body of Tom Harris. Looks like a pretty cool guy. The killer had climbed the drain pipe up to the 3rd floor and entered Tom's apartment through his bedroom window. In the living room, a pile of hardened candle wax was found. Like, it's big? Was he inside? Inside this pile of wax was the body of Tom Harris. The cause of death was suffocation from the wax. Ugh. Just cut a hole. Tom's arms and eyelids have been cut off. Okay, never mind. He can't cut a hole. The 3rd arm could have been found inside, or could be found inside the pile of wax. We still do not know who this arm belongs to. Tom Harris. 1 week later, investigator Sean went missing from his home. Neighbors of Sean notified the police after hearing his dog bark for over 9 hours. So he was gone for like the whole night or day. Inside, police found a horrid scene. His dog's leg had all been broken. Although dehydrated and suffering, she was still alive. Okay, people is one thing, but when you do that to babies and dogs, it's just so messed up. And animals. Blood trails could be found leading from the bedroom to the kitchen. That's... So she crawled? The only clue police could find was that Sean seemed to have deliberately painted the number 2 on the door frame with his own blood. So he hurt his dog, or someone else framed him. Inside Sean's bedroom, police found a nude title painting clearly resembling Sean. This is the painting and its title, The Man in the Pipes. So he's probably in the pipes then, right? The perpetrator had entered Sean's house through the basement. Luckily, Sean had a surveillance camera installed just a few days earlier. Even though the camera had been destroyed, it still caught a photo of the perpetrator. Go. We're gonna see who did it. This is the photo. They're like covering their face, but that's a creepy face. Don't look at me. That's actually, I'm saying messed up and gross so many times, but that's just weird. I can't do stuff like that. On to the 5th one. Witness. This video contains violent and disturbing content. 3 days ago, Tina Rosenberg was reported missing along with her boyfriend and younger sister. Her boyfriend Jack Striner wanted to take Tina on a South Coast road trip for her 20th birthday. Striker, sorry, I said that wrong too. Flora Rosenberg, the youngest sister of Tina, was also invited for this road trip. Okay, so it's Jack, Tina, and Flora. So Jack's bald, Tina's got some hair, Flora's got some hair. Jack's car was found 2 days ago in the woods. There were signs of struggle inside the car. So what do you mean like struggle? Like they tried to get out or someone fought them? There was also a painting. Flower face Flora. That's just so gross. While searching the car, police had heard screaming deeper from within the woods. That scared me, that scream. I thought it was someone outside. Police followed the screams until they found a grisly sight. Tina was found tied to a tree with her feet and arms cut off. She was still alive and conscious. The mutilated corpse of Flora Rosenberg could also be located. That's so bad. Her head had been smashed with, and with a hammer. Tina told the police that the murderer was still around somewhere. However, no one could be found. Was it Sean or whatever his name was? After escorting Tina from the scene, the police returned to the car and found another painting. The painting had been just put up there. The title Long Jack had hastily been written on its back. Okay, so it was Jack. Hit the road, Jack. This is the painting. Ugh. Jack has still not been found. In Tina's own words, this is what happened that night. I remember waking up in the car. Jack was gone and I could hear someone approaching. I can't read this that slow. Next thing I remember, I was tied to that tree. I was injected with something. I could hear my sister screaming. She was screaming for our mom. Oh, Flora. I don't know. I remember whispering and her face. Oh God, her face. This is the police sketch of the murderer based on Tina's description. Okay, so she saw the murderer. He looks like I don't know. He looks like a hippie kind of. That's creepy looking guy though. Warning, this video contains violent and disturbing content. Great. Can't wait. Former police officer Ian Ford and his wife May was recently reported missing. It's were. When police went to their farm to investigate, they found an awful stench coming from the barn. Inside they found the brutalized corpse of May Ford. She had been handcuffed to a pole inside one of the stalls. However, her hands had been ripped off. So did she do that to try to escape? Even though her body had been badly mangled, tests showed that she died from internal bleeding. That's messed up. A dead horse could be found within the same stall. The cause of the death was heart failure due to sildenafil overdose. Inside the milk house, police found a bloody mattress. I think that's horse tranquilizer that it overdosed on. Sildenafil citrate was found scattered around the mattress along with used bandages and packets of penicillin. Someone had been sleeping here for some time. The decapitated head of Ford's granddaughter was found wrapped in a blanket. Sorry, I had to read that. The head of Fiona Ford. I don't like that scream. The worst smell came from within the second stall of the barn. Several faces were found nailed to the stalls and to the walls inside the stall. Some of them belonged to previous victims, malformed beyond recognition. That's Bill. Or James. Or Jake. One of them. That's Bill Collins right there. There were also several decapitated pig carcasses. I hate that. In the middle of the stall lay an abnormally large pig. It Its belly had been sliced open and then stitched together again. Someone just wanted some pig meat. Stuff inside the pig carcass, the police found the corpse of Ian Ford. Okay, I know why it's age restricted now. The pig's eyes had been cut out and replaced with eyes of Fiona Ford. Inside the attack room, police found the rest of Fiona's body along with several disturbing paintings. The paintings depict Fiona, Ian, and May along with the alarming amount of other victims. Be warned, these images may be very distressing. Here are the paintings and their titles. Breeding Mount May, Wet Skin George, The Jigsaw Baby, Ian the Pig, Blowhole Isabel, Hide and Seek, Breathless Janice, Fleshhead Fred, Tina the Witness, Observing Paul. If you know who any of these people could be, please contact 985-455-9560. A heavily damaged tape was found in the mud outside the barn. Is that Corey's? No, because I already found his. No crawl space. Even though the tape was almost completely destroyed, police were able to recover some of the footage. This is what was on that tape. I don't know if I want to see. I'm scared. Look at that little, those little teeth. Bro's got a little chewing problem. Wow, that was something. I'm not sleeping tonight. Alright guys, so now that you guys have seen, I guess, whatever they have so far of the Urban Spook series with me, it's time to unpack my notes and kind of give you guys a theory on everything that's going on so far. So I want to start off with my first theory, which is there are multiple killers. And it probably could have been obvious to other people, but I just kind of figured it out while I was writing notes. I was like, wait a minute, this kind of ties together. But basically, my first theory on why there's two killers is Sean Kane, the private investigator, when he was gone, I think he was gone. Basically, he wrote in his blood number 2 on his wall, and it could be anything. It could be that he's trying to warn us that there are two killers, or he could be a killer. I don't really know yet. The best idea is just to make assumptions, but you don't really know yet. Also, there's another thing with the two killers idea, or even multiple. Basically, we have seen multiple photos and many of the tapes of what the killer is supposed to look like, or I guess what he is depicted to look like. And each time he does kind of have the same hair, but it could just be a mask with like a wig. And the reasoning behind that is because all of them have different colored eyes. They all have bigger eyes, smaller mouth, bigger mouth, and the jawline. It's just all changing, and it's not all the same, and it's not constant. It is a theory, so it could be wrong, it could be debunked. I don't really know yet. It could just be one killer. That 2 could mean anything, but I really think there are 2 killers. And my second theory about the whole like series is, and the reason I say there's 2 killers, or at least I think I know one of the main killers is Jack. He took Tina and Flora to a camp, or like on the South Coast. I don't know, I don't think it was a camp, but they went on a trip to the South Coast just randomly for her 20th birthday. And I get that, you want to take your friend and your girlfriend or whoever on a trip for her birthday, but why would he bring her sister too? It's kind of like they're tying together somehow. It's just kind of random. Also, when I think it was Tina or Flora, whenever they woke up, Sean was gone, and he was never found again by the police, which is kind of weird to me, because it's like, where could he have gone? Like, he left his girlfriend and her sister, I think. I don't know though. Jack could be a killer. He may not. I don't know if I said Sean, but I meant Jack. But I don't know. We'll see as the series progresses. But yeah, if you guys did like this video, leave a like if you guys want to see more like this. Also, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know I can do it. And also, before I end this video, credits to the person who made this series, UrbanSpook, the YouTube channel. I will have them linked in the top of the description. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys did like this video, I'll see you in another one like this. Peace out.